Stephen.
Gig,
Hey,
what a great name. What a
hey,
great name. That's an
hey,
awesome name for actors and musicians. They love that
right,
name. They love gig. They love to hear that.
right.
I
I
got
think
the gig. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's also been a while since there was a gig in the acting world too. So,
Yeah, definitely.
so Stephen, hey, congratulations for a new season of Magnum PI on NBC and Peacock. How does it
Mm.
feel returning to this series?
Oh man, I'm so happy to come back. I felt like uh one of the toughest things for me when we had gotten canceled was I had so much more that I wanted to explore with the character. There's times when, as an actor, you feel like, okay, I can set this character down, but that just felt so unnatural to me, and things normally go at a natural pace for me in my life. So I kind of believed from day one that it wasn't over, and I was right. So I was hurting, but it's great to come back and get to explore this character again, and I am super appreciative of it.
So I'm curious, during this waiting game, what did you end up doing during the downtime?
This was my saving grace, right? I was in the dumps, right? Because it was so abrupt. It just like literally a rug got pulled out from underneath me. And but I just so happened to be working on The Color Purple over the summer.
Hmm.
And so, to go and work on this iconic film with like so many big names was really cool. And then I got to work on something that was significant to me. A friend of mine, Jamie Burton Orr, she's the director, and she had a project about Eric Garner, and she had me play Eric Garner. So I got to do a short where I play Eric Garner, and then I got to do The Color Purple. So my creative juices were flowing all summer, and then we got the word that we were coming back. So I was in a good space.
That is a great space.
Yeah.
So, Stephen, tell us what do you enjoy the most about playing TC here?
I love that I get to have fun, right? It's not the kind of character. I do have very emotional moments, especially this season. Some really tough emotional times that I think are gonna really bring the audience in to love the character more. But I literally get to go to work and have fun and play a character that doesn't have to sit on my heart in a negative way for months on end or years on end. So that's my the best part about playing TC. And then every once in a while, I get to go up in a helicopter, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. So you can't beat that. You can't beat going up in a helicopter in Hawaii for your job.
I was gonna say, I mean, in these helicopter things, can I don't know. I haven't like followed your career so closely, but can you fly a helicopter?
Just a little bit, just a little bit. So the part that they show on TV might be the part with me flying. You never know.
That must be exhilarating, flying a helicopter, or
It
at least
actually
being in
is.
that position.
Yeah, I was petrified before the show started because I'm afraid of heights, and so I was like, "Oh my God, I can't tell them." I was scared. I thought if I told them I was afraid of heights, that I was going to lose the job. So I said, I just can't. I'm just going to wait till last minute and tell them, right? And then we got in the helicopter. We went up, and this is a helicopter company that flies with the doors off, right? So there's no doors, but amazingly, I wasn't afraid. It's weird. It's like, in a building, if I'm on a balcony, my knees are shaking, right? But if I'm in the helicopter, I'm fine. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, I don't know what to think because I was going to say TC's an ex-military guy. I mean,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
he shouldn't be afraid of anything.
No, not at all, not at all. But I think a little fear will keep you alive, right? It keeps you on your toes, and it makes you alert, and it keeps you alive. So I think fear can be your friend as well.
Absolutely. Now I've seen a few episodes for this season. It seems like they're delving into more background, more of the past for
Mhm.
TC and
Yeah.
Magnum and everybody else.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. That's the beauty of making it to a season 5, right? You get all of this backstory that just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I love the relationship with our writers and our showrunner from day one, from the days when we had Peter Linkov to now we have Eric Guggenheim. We had Peter and Eric at one point, and then I talked to the writers. I've had meetings with all of them on Zoom. They're all over the place now, which is cool with this technology we have now. And I share ideas. We have discussions about the things that they wrote and how we can elevate it even more. And it really shows. It really shows. I have some awesome relationships to show to the world through this character.
Speaking of relationships, I guess the longest relationship that everybody's been waiting for is Magnum and Juliet. I mean, and from a TC perspective, this was the day coming, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was coming. And these guys are military, right? They spent some time in a POW camp. So if one of their friends has a shot at romance or love, we're obviously going to get on board with that, right? Now, normally you might say, I don't know if you want to date your business partner, but it's like, yo, we almost died. So go for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time, man. I hope you guys, can go the distance, but we'll see what happens with that relationship.
Yeah, I always thought it would happen earlier than 5 seasons, but
Yeah, yeah, me too. I actually, I thought it was going to happen a little earlier too, but uh obviously it's happened at just the right time. Just the right
most excellent. Stephen, and I'm curious, do you spend a lot of time in Hawaii, or are you here on stateside most of the
I
time?
spend a lot of time in Hawaii. I mean, we're here 8 months out of the year
Mm-hmm.
shooting. So, that's a big chunk of time here. And once you finish shooting, a lot of times you just want to kick back and relax. It's such a long, arduous process that you're like, maybe I spend another month here. Just now I don't have anything to do. I don't have to get up and go anywhere. So I do spend a lot of time here, but I get to LA to visit some family out there, and I go back to New York and New Jersey and see my family there.
Most excellent. And one last thing that I don't want to be a downer, but Roger Mosley passed away last year. Um, could you talk about the man who played TC before you did?
Oh man, you know, he became basically a mentor to me. We've gone out in LA to eat together. I've taken him and his wife all around Hawaii. I was so nervous. Oh my God. I didn't want to crash that car. I felt like I had the king and queen in the car with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, he told me so many stories about Hawaii, and when he was here, I wanted to make sure that we had. I didn't understand, like, where's the press? Like I'm thinking the paparazzi should be here, all these things. So I called the press and we did a really good article together here. And I went to his memorial this summer, uh, and the beauty of that was there were so many. It was just a Hollywood royalty from that era of his. There was so many people in there. I was like, wait a minute, I remember seeing that guy on Miami Vice. Oh snap! I remember this guy was in Welcome Back, Kotter. So it's just like it was incredible to see the family of specifically Black Hollywood at that time and how close knit they had to be. And I think that we are now missing a little bit of that in this time. But he was my connection to that. He was my connection to that, and he really cared about my character. Oh, look at that cute.
Yeah. Most excellent. Well, Stephen, thank you very much for talking about Magnum PI with us, and I'm certainly do know Roger is proud of you.
Oh man, I'm super proud of him. I thought about him this morning. I was trying to think, do I put my Da Nang hat on? I went with my high school hat, but I think about him very often.
Excellent. Have fun in Hawaii. Thank you.
Thank you.